Hey, Kyle Robbins with Robbins Estate Law here. I want to talk about the $40 DIY do-it-yourself will that cost a family $40,000. Frankly, I see this all the time. So I have a client that filled out an online will and they filled it out perfectly. There's literally nothing wrong with it, but it wound up costing their family $40,000 in unnecessary taxes. The reason why is in Texas, if you write a will, well, that's legally binding. So we have to use that whenever it comes time to transfer the assets. So this particular client wrote the will, they used an online template and said, I leave everything to my wife. And when my wife passes away, then it goes to my children. Very common. Nothing wrong with that. It was binding. We had to probate it. The problem with that is that what they didn't realize is that they had created what we call in the legal industry a life estate in their surviving spouse. So the surviving spouse has the right to own and manage and live in that property for the rest of their lifetime. But when they pass away, it locks the kids in as the beneficiaries in that situation. When you do that, you lose what we call as a step up in tax basis upon death. So translation, when the surviving spouse needed to sell the home for her end of life care, which is very common, the kids had to sign off on it, but also she had to pay capital gains taxes on that because she didn't get what's called a step up in basis. Normally, when you pass away and you leave assets to somebody, the people who inherit it can literally sell those tax free. That's why we have what's called the estate tax in this country. And in Texas, we don't tax inheritances, but we do tax long-term capital gains. So whether you're leaving a house or stocks or any particular asset that has grown in value, if you sell it after you inherit it, normally you don't have to pay capital gains tax. That's called the step up in tax basis. It's a great benefit. What this particular client didn't know, though, is whenever you leave it to someone and then chain somebody else on as the eventual beneficiary, you lose that step up. I could go on with dozens of stories just like this. At the end of the day, this is complex stuff. You need to know about creditors. You need to know about tax planning. You need to know about family law. You need to know about probate courts, all kinds of different things. And you can fill out an online template perfectly. But if you don't understand the consequences of what you're doing, there's so many just gotcha accident mistakes like this. I've seen this exact mistake done for a family that wound up costing over $4 million in long-term capital gains taxes that otherwise would not have been owed at all. So when it comes down to it, the solution is work with a professional estate planner who is well-versed in tax planning, in creditors, in avoiding probate and trusts, someone who knows all the consequences of all of these different decisions that you're making so that they can help your family navigate them as efficiently and easily as possible. So if you'd like help with it, if you have any questions about this particular dynamic, just give us a call at Robbins Estate Law. We are more than happy to give a free consultation and just walk you through the ins and outs of making a good decision for your family.